If you are a dog owner, you need to know these 3 tips to help keep your dog living as long as possible. The first secret that I'm gonna share with you today, multiple studies have showed that lean dogs can live 2 to 2.5 to even 3 years longer than their obese counterparts. So yes, we all love to give our dogs treats and extra food because we love them and we love the happiness that it brings them. But if we want them to have the absolute best quality and the longest time with us, we need to be very, very mindful of keeping them at a healthy body weight. And the best way that you can tell if your pet is at a healthy body weight is to use what we call a body condition scoring system, 1 through 9, and you can ask your vet about this. But basically, we take multiple things into account. Yes, their weight is one of them, but we'll also look at, can you actually feel their ribs? You do want to be able to feel their ribs, but maybe not necessarily see them, but you want to be able to count each individual rib. You want them to have a nice little waist taper, and you definitely don't want them having some big pooch hanging down from their belly. So if your dog's looking a little bit more sausage-like than they have in the past, you might want to look at their body condition score and see if you can work with your vet to reduce their body weight in a healthy manner. Number 2 might surprise you, but that is to brush your dog's teeth daily. And I know you might be thinking, Dr. Finn, I don't have time to get in there and brush my dog's teeth daily. I barely have time to brush my teeth twice a day. But seriously, periodontal disease is one of the biggest things that I see dogs in my practice for. Many times pet owners don't even know that it's happening because a lot of times dogs actually start showing signs of periodontal disease by the time they're 2 or 3 years old. And so many pet owners don't even know that their dog have periodontal disease because the crowns of the teeth look pretty, that part above the gum line. But what happens is bacteria likes to form these little layers that create plaque and eventually turns into tartar if it stays there long enough. And that bacteria actually will get underneath the gum line, and although the crowns can look pretty dang good, it's wreaking havoc down there where you can't actually see it near the root tips. And if that bacteria works its way down long enough, it actually can cause root tip abscesses that can be super, super painful and uncomfortable for your pet. Just imagine you're walking around and living life for years with this chronic migraine, and that's what your pets can experience with mild to severe periodontal disease. Not to mention, they got nasty, stinky breath with periodontal disease, but another thing that people don't realize is that periodontal disease is just loads and loads of bacteria. That bacteria can get into the bloodstream, and it does, and it actually has been shown to affect other organs in the body, including the liver and the kidneys and other very, very vital organs. So if you want to keep your pet around, not only for the longest amount of time, but also for them to have better quality of life, brush their teeth daily. And if you can't do daily, at least try to do it 2 to 3 times a week. It will make a massive difference in their quality of life. And number 3, maybe won't increase the longevity of their life, but it definitely will improve the quality of their life. And that is dogs who lick their paws excessively more than likely are doing it because of an underlying allergy. Some of the main reasons dogs lick their paws are because of anxiety. Allergies are definitely number 1, usually some type of environmental allergy like pollens, house dust, dust mites, things like that. But what happens is if they've got this chronic allergy that's just chronically inflaming their skin, other opportunistic organisms like bacteria and yeast like to cause this really pungent smell. Sometimes we refer to it as Frito or Dorito feet. But if your dogs are licking their paws excessively, get them checked out. Really look in those webbings because they can get raw and sometimes infected really, really quickly, even overnight. And it can be very, very uncomfortable for them to go around living life with sore paws, a little bit of a skin infection, because not a lot of sunlight gets into those paws when they've got all this fur and these dark webbing, so organisms love to thrive there. So if your dog is licking their paws more than usual, and if you're noticing it during certain seasons, definitely talk with your vet about testing for potential allergies or things that you can do to help reduce that inflammation in their paws and help them feel better so they're not licking all the time. I hope this video helps. I'm gonna do a lot more videos about teaching you how to help your pets live the longest and best possible quality of life that they can have. We'll see you next time.